Ó, o nome do vídeo é... Até esqueci, peraí.
Stop.
I speak 9 languages. This is what made me fluent. One easy rule. Ok. Eu falo 9 idiomas e isso é o que me fez fluente. Uma regra simples. Não conheço, nunca vi vídeo desse mano. Vamos ver? 6 minutinhos? Ou não? Ou vão? Ou não? Bom? Bom.
Stop studying grammar. It's not doing what you think it is.
Pare de estudar gramática. Eu nem tô estudando gramática.
Grammar exists as a consequence of communicating. It is not a method to fluency. It is a consequence of humans attempting to provide order to a collective cooperation process, which is attempting to speak to each other.
Gramática é uma consequência. Depois que você já fala o idioma.
You need to study grammar when you have the same ability to recognize patterns.
Você precisa estudar gramática quando você tem a mesma habilidade para reconhecer padrões.
As an amateur, okay? You will intuitively happen upon the same things that happen as maybe even the first language developers. Maybe the first people who developed the language, all right? And this is gold because you're not memorizing. You're going to have an intuitive understanding of what might happen, and then you can start to make guesses. And guess what? You are going to be wrong. All the time. You're going to be wrong all the time, okay? But at least your guess will be 10 times closer than if you had studied the rules to start with. I don't know how. Guys, I made this mistake. Ich kann Deutsch, okay? Deutsche Grammatik ist ein Scheiß. Die deutsche Grammatik ist ein Scheiß, okay? It's so freaking hard. You have to think about this, and where's this, and this, the verbs, the second verb's got to go at the end. You got dative, and you got this. I'm telling you, I tried, okay? This is not hearsay. I tried. You do not want to study the rules. The cool thing is that after studying them for years and years and years and years, and running into them and stuff like this, you pretty much know when you're writing something out like that's wrong. You can spot what's wrong. It won't help you speak because I'm guaranteeing the majority of people here that are watching this video want to speak. You want to be able to communicate. You want to be able to understand what's said. The grammar at the beginning is not going to do that. You need to study grammar after you have put in the time. I've talked about this before, but I've never gone and done a proper in-depth video on this, but you would not start to play football or soccer by reading a rule book. You would go kick the ball. All of you know that to be true.
Você nunca começa a jogar futebol lendo os livros de regras. Você chuta uma bola. É o que tá falando.
You go kick the ball. How many of you people here, I'm a college dropout, so I'm stupid, okay? I know some small things after being stupid from before. I'm not as dumb as I was before. I didn't say I was smart, I'm just not as dumb as I was before. And I can tell you what, you want to avoid this problem. Because how many of you people out there that finished those degrees, got to your job and were like, what was I doing in school? I learned everything in my first 6 weeks of the job. That's exactly the way it is with language. Don't treat it any differently. And God knows that the name of this channel is Golaremi Languages Unhinged, but it probably should be Duolingo is doo-doo because it sucks. Because that app sucks, and once you understand a few principles, which is the whole entire goal behind our method and behind this channel right here, is to arm you with the principles, to get you to understand exactly why you're doing what you're doing when you study a language. If you can understand that, you can look at somebody's method, you can look at an app, and you can say, I'm not getting what I need. Because I'm not spending enough time on my target language, I'm not getting enough input, I'm not getting enough output, I'm not reading anything that's in my level, I'm not seeing these words enough, I have no context behind them. You will know it with absolute and utter certainty what is trash and what is not. If you go through and read, watch our articles on Substack.
O Duolingo é bom para você aprender palavras novas. Mas em questão do... Eu não sei hoje em dia, mas faz... Sei lá, o ano passado eu usei o Duolingo algumas vezes. Mas ainda era bom para palavras novas. Para contexto geral, tem muitas frases, sentidos. E as palavras são bom. É bom. Já fiz um Duolingo em inglês, né? Lógico. Espanhol já usei, italiano já usei, mas bem pouquinho também. Não usei muita não.
Go watch these videos that we have here, and you can go check out the results on the other channel where you can watch and see me speak. All right? I don't know if we put any of that stuff up here on this channel, but Good God, stop with the stop, okay? Stop. If you have a different goal, and you have some sort of scholarly goal where you're going to try and write this thing in the most perfect and you need to have an understanding, go right ahead. Study the grammar. Make sure you understand. Don't speak at all.
É isso aí, depende da sua meta. Se sua meta é ser escritor, você vai ter que estudar gramática. Se não, você não precisa tanto. Você estuda de acordo com a necessidade, mas enfim.
Because that'll just waste your time. You just need to understand the rules, know when they're being broken, and how to formulate a sentence like this without having to speak. They are separate parts of your brain. I won't bore you guys with the stupid crap and the case studies and the stuff that I do and the conversations that I have with linguists. I will not bore you with that right now. But suffice it to say, just because you can understand something does not mean that you speak it. If you don't ever speak and you hope to understand a language by understanding all the rules, you have been misguided. And it's exactly what happens in our traditional schooling method that we have in school, which is what they want you to do is they test you on the rules. Okay, so you're just all of a sudden an unbelievable free throw shooter because you know that you have to stand behind the line and then you're supposed to arc your hand up at this and whatever, this is 67.3 degree angle. It doesn't mean anything. You have to do, all right? And if you do, you will get something back. What's going to happen here is that the point that they're missing is that I'm not saying that you never should study grammar. What I'm saying is that you should do it once you have an intuitive understanding of the language. That will give you gold. I know right now, and I've been saying this in all these videos, hardly anyone sees these videos, which is perfectly fine to me because I know that the people who see them can use them. And I know that it works. And that's all that matters because somebody out here is going to get this and I'm going to save them a shitload of time and they're going to be very happy about that. They're going to send a message and say, thanks, man, that helped. And I will feel good about that. All right? So don't do that. Take the time to dig into a language because you need to create a feedback loop, all right? And we talk about this in our course as well. You need to be creating a feedback loop for yourself that allows you to understand where you're missing, where you're messing up, and what specific rule you don't understand. Because if you can understand that, oh, I don't know, and I use this so much, and I'll just continue to use it until I find a better example, you know not to say a apple. It's an apple. And the reason that you got to that is because if you just walk around saying, after a apple, what did the people who are coming up with the language, what are they probably saying? After a apple, I can't hear that A. We should put an N. Let's put a stop right before that so that way you can hear. Okay, you try add. You try add. After add apple. That feels a little fun. After an apple. Oh, I like that. I like that. What do you think? You want to try that? After an apple? Bam, stamp that shit. Done, sold, my friend. That's how that stuff happens, okay? And so you can develop this yourself by being an idiot as you speak. And then once you form some patterns, you're going to understand, okay, that's why.
Isso, é reconhecer padrões. Reconhecendo padrões no idioma, você vai evoluindo. Então, como você sabe, o and vem antes da vogal. O a vem antes da consoante. Mas se você não souber disso, quanto mais você não precisa nem estudar a gramática. Se você ouvir, em vez de ficar pensando, o and vem antes do vogal, o e vem antes do consoante. Não. Tantas vezes que você vai ouvir que algumas coisas vai soar diferente. Igual se eu falar com você, eu fui à igreja. Você vai falar que tá errado. Porque você ouviu tantas vezes que é a igreja que é isso. Então, no português você já reconhece muitos padrões. Quando a pessoa fala errado, você vem corrigir. Você vai, idiota, analfabeto. Mas, entendeu? Mesma coisa no inglês.
And you'll see that everywhere, I guarantee you. All the stuff and all the rules they have reasoning behind them. And when you study grammar first, you don't know that reasoning. All right? Let me not scream at you. It just makes me mad. You guys know this. Don't use Duolingo. It is doo-doo. It's trash. Worst app ever. See ya!
Tá bom, não vou usar Duolingo não. Tá bom, então, a gente falou já.